Here are 10 things you should never do to INTJs. Number 1. Never put limits on INTJs. An INTJ understands exactly what they desire because of the introverted intuition. They are continually striving to get that objective, and if you tell them they can't have it or purposely place obstacles in their path, they will become enraged. If you ever have control over an INTJ, you must constantly provide them alternatives to select from. You can't pick for them since you're interfering with a sense of freedom, which will just bulldoze you over and protest against your control. Number 2. Don't interrupt INTJs. INTJs are irritated by interruptions of all types. When they are working, they frequently demand complete silence or at least a distraction-free workspace. According to research, introverts are more easily distracted than their extroverted counterparts. As a result, highly introverted INTJs may feel upset if someone walks into their workplace for a brief discussion. They are also irritated by interruptions when speaking. Extroverts are notorious for interrupting others while they are speaking. This digs under an introvert's skin, especially if they feel like they can't say anything on the edge. When you ask an INTJ a question, they may frequently hesitate for a few seconds to consider their response before responding. Try not to interrupt them or modify the subject until they have had ample opportunity to respond. If it helps, mentally count to 5 before expecting an answer to a question. Number 3. Do not tell INTJs to smile. Typically, INTJs don't show their emotions in public. They may become upset if someone teases them about how they are feeling. It rapidly becomes tiresome to ask someone if they are upset or sad all the time. For instance, it rapidly becomes tiresome to ask someone if they are upset or sad all the time. Even worse is when someone advises them to smile if they are content. INTJs might be joyful without appearing to be pleased since they are less inclined to show their emotions on their faces. The neutral expression on their face might soon change to one of annoyance or anger when people advise them to smile. Nobody enjoys being urged to smile when they aren't smiling, after all. INTJs have a great sense of humor, but nobody appreciates being forced into phony cheerfulness, especially not INTJs. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. Don't be incompetent. For 2 reasons, INTJs strongly disapprove of amateurism and occasionally even dread it. They frequently regard less knowing individuals as inferior or amateur because INTJs' intelligence and self-confidence converge on arrogance. Although INTJs rarely accept amateur behavior from their subordinates, they also detest working under a superior who is either unprofessional or, worse yet, inept. Second, INTJs' aversion to amateurism is a result of their concern with mediocrity. INTJs are NT personality types who respect creativity. Being average or incompetent would kill the innovative spirit of the INTJ. The presence of those who will not listen to the truth and will only spread lies makes the blood of an INTJ boil. These individuals are more likely to forgive if they are not aware of the situation and do not spread this knowledge. The INTJ is prone to become agitated and might express their displeasure outwardly when they witness someone disseminating misleading information. They want to make sure that no one hears this individual and that everyone can see how foolish and uneducated they are. INTJs will utilize facts and details to call this individual out, and they are particularly effective at doing it in a direct and passionate way. There is a reason why they do not like incompetence so much. Number 5. Do not insist on INTJs to talk about their feelings. Additionally, INTJs are thought to have poor EQ and an unwillingness to engage with emotions, whether they be their own or those of others. INTJs tend to have little empathy for emotional difficulties and prefer to think about the world in rational, analytical terms. They struggle to recognize and respond to the emotional needs and indications of others. This may cause people to keep their distance from them since it can stifle social interactions and their own personal progress. Asking them to share their emotions and feelings will only cause them to distance themselves even further, as they are not keen on opening up unless they are ready. Number 6. Do not put rules on INTJs. For INTJs, following the rules is not extremely essential. If you give them a set of rules, they could constantly challenge you, budge the rules, and even flout the rules if they think there's a better way. INTJs are always modifying and inventing. They'll be quite disappointed if they don't have the chance to do that, and you'll probably hear about it. If an INTJ does not agree with a rule, they will not follow it, since they do not think it's true. Although this would seem to be fine, if a rule is in place for a reason the INTJ doesn't understand, it could lead to issues. INTJs dislike doing things aimlessly and without knowing the purpose. This covers restrictions and the individuals who set them. This personality type is prone to disagreements about little rules and laws, which can serve as a diversion from more important matters. Like the law, society is ruled by rules. Rebellion against them can occasionally be advantageous, but INTJs experience these periods more frequently than is required. Therefore, putting some forceful, pointless rules on INTJs is never a good idea. Number 7. Do not try small talk with INTJs. Like all introverts, INTJs need a lot of time alone. No matter how much they appreciate a certain person's company, if they can't get away from them to read a book or focus on a job, they'll feel worn out and grow harder to be around. Because of their extroverted thinking function, many INTJs like conversing, but only about subjects they have carefully prepared, usually having a scientific, social, or psychological bent. Small talk is not likely to happen. INTJs are prone to disappear as swiftly as possible if it is absolutely required. Number 8. Don't be lazy or ineffective. The INTJ might be frustrated by inefficiency, but they make an effort not to let it win. The more they see someone who doesn't take their job or task seriously, the harder it may be for them to hold back their rage. The INTJ finds it increasingly challenging to hide their emotions the more frequently they deal with persons of this kind. People that have a strong work ethic and know how to finish tasks are quickly valued by INTJs. One of the things that irritates INTJs the most is someone who is lazy and doesn't make an effort to grow. Number 9. Do not try to surprise INTJs last minute. INTJs schedule their activities so they can monitor their energy levels. A surprise or last-minute change of plans usually leaves them feeling more exhausted than they would want, which makes them angry and makes them feel upset for not anticipating the future consequences. Although INTJs may be spontaneous if they so want, they prefer to mentally plan their day and create a timetable so that they are ready for whatever the day may hold. INTJs are usually irritated when a surprise forces them to alter their plans, which negates the entire idea of a good surprise. Number 10. Do not avoid finishing tasks given by INTJs. INTJs definitely are finishers, and they like all the tasks that are started to be finished by the specific date and time. They struggle to begin, but once they do, they maniacally push through until the task is finished. An INTJ will become increasingly irate if you fail to move forward with a task, since their brain is always yearning for progress and for it to be finished. This happens because the INTJ wants the job to be finished, but its freedom is constrained if you start to sabotage their carefully thought-out ideas. You run the danger of being thought of as foolish and excluded from the INTJ's future goals if you do this. This is the thing you should never do to INTJs. These videos will be really helpful for you.